Coming to you live from the South Central Truck Sales Studios. You're still listening to Amory in the AM. It is 8:03 a.m., and that time is brought to you by Diversified Pools and Services in Douglas, Georgia. It is time to get into some Trojan Pride. Are you guys ready? I got a special guest in the studio this morning. It is Coach Co. He is the head football coach of our Coffee Trojans, and he is here to get us pumped for that game tonight. Good morning, Coach Co.
Good morning. How you doing?
I'm doing well. What you here for today? Are you here to get us pumped for this game tonight?
Well, I hope everybody's pumped up.
We're ready.
I got to calm down a little bit. It's early, and but I'm excited. Our kids have worked their tails off all year since we came back from that loss at Cartersville last year. They got about 2 days off, and then we went right back to working, and they've been phenomenal. A great group of young men, and I think we're building something special, but we got to go prove that. We got to go earn it, and I'm excited to watch them play tonight.
So let me know, how was the off season?
Really good, really good. We put an emphasis on getting faster, and I believe we've done that. We broke 2 long runs against Fitzgerald a couple of weeks ago in our scrimmage, and I don't know that we would have scored on those runs last year, and one of them being Fred Brown, our feature back, who's a shorter, stockier kid that really pounds the rock in there, but he took a sweep to the house, and he's worked hard on getting faster. But the whole team has worked really hard on getting faster, and I think we have, and obviously we're going to be strong. Coach Booth does a great job in our weight room with our kids, and their work capacity in the weight room is unbelievable. And so I'm excited to get them go showcase their skills tonight and show how hard they've worked.
Awesome. Speaking of working, how did those summer workouts and those OTAs go?
Went really well. Almost 100% attendance for summer workouts, and then OTAs. In June, we went against Lee County for 2 days, who has a heck of a football team coming back, and we wanted to go play people like that who are very athletic and fast. And then in July, we went to Thomas County Central and played them and Warner Robins and Troop, who are all 3 tremendous football teams, and got some special teams work in. And I think that really prepared us, for what's coming ahead with our schedule and our region play. And I intentionally scheduled those teams where we could face really, really athletic teams, well-coached teams, and teams that could run. And I felt like we ran with all of them. There wasn't a major difference there between their speed and ours. And that's a testament to our kids believing in what we're doing in the off season and understanding if we want to get to where we want to get to, we had to get faster. And again, they've done everything we've asked them to do. Now they get to go play ball.
Nice. And then tonight, just to go ahead and start off, we're going to say it a few times, but tonight with the game, who are we playing tonight?
Tift County, from Tifton, big-time rivalry. Went and watched them last Friday. They are much improved, really, really good quarterback that transferred in that can make all the throws, has a great set of receivers that run really good routes. They're electric with the ball in their hands, and then their running back is a load. He runs really hard. He runs with force, and then defensively they give you multiple looks that you have to be ready for, and they run to the football really well. They got their kicker and punter back, and so we've got our hands full, but we're ready to go.
Sounds like it's going to be a good game.
Yes, ma'am. We need it packed.
All right, and then I hear we're also getting some new uniforms from the Tyreek Hill donation.
Yep. Tyreek, man, how awesome has he been since I got here? I reached out to him and built a relationship with him, and he's been nothing short of wonderful.
Hands-on,
involved. I got here in March of 22, and I think he's been back 6 or 7 times since then. Of course, he's had his camp that he does, and then at his latest camp, he surprised us with a check for $40,000. And so what that enabled us to do was our 7th and 8th grade team has not had new uniforms for like 10 or 11 years. Mm-hmm. So they debuted those last night. 7th and 8th graders, 8th grade teams got new uniforms because of Tyreek. And then we were able to get a new set of maroon uniforms, and we'll be wearing them tonight. We brought the gold back from back when Tyreek played, and so.
That was my year. Hey,
right. There you go. Telling your age.
Yeah.
But we'll be debuting our gold pants tonight. The kids love them. They're excited. But I can't thank Tyreek enough. It's like I
So
told
can I
her.
officially say maroon and gold again, or are we still maroon and white? Are we
Well, we're maroon and white with
to the end?
a hint of gold. A lot of the people when I first got hired said they'd like to have some of the gold back.
Makes it pop.
Yeah, like Miss Walker at school, she loves the gold. Mr. Allen, our principal.
I don't think we ever had one thing without the gold.
Right.
Yeah.
There you go. So our kids are excited. They love them. And again, none of that's possible without Tyreek. Those things are expensive, but I can tell you though, they're top of the line. We got the very best that Adidas has to offer. And it's like I told kids yesterday, there's a bunch of NFL players. There's a bunch of NBA players. All of them have the opportunity to do what Tyreek did, but they don't do it,
Right.
And
He's very involved in the community.
right. And he chose to do it.
Gives back.
He's choosing to make a difference. And, if you ever go to one of his camps, he's not one of those guys that just stands over in the corner.
He's in it.
Man, he's out there running routes.
My
and,
little boy went.
right.
He loved it.
Racing kids and challenging kids to cover him. And just does a tremendous job, does a great job.
Gets the kids excited.
Yeah,
about it.
and gives kids a little hope, that, because he's not a huge guy. No, he's jacked up. I mean, you can tell
He's a little dude.
he can fly,
Yeah.
but he's not, he's not tall, but he's worked his way
Yeah.
to where he's at, and NFL.
Small but mighty.
Right. NFL rankings came out last week, and which is voted on by the NFL players, and he was voted the 7th best football player in the National Football League. I think that's pretty good. That's big time, and so looking for him to have a big year. I grew up as a Dolphins fan, Dan Marino and Mark Clayton and Mark Duper, and so for me it's go Trojans and go Dolphins.
I wonder if he'll make a surprise appearance tonight.
Well,
Or if
no,
he's busy.
they're in the middle of training camp. They actually play in Houston tomorrow night, preseason game. He probably won't play, but I know he's out there. He traveled with the team, so it's tough for those guys unless they're on an open week, and it times up just right. But last year he came for the Ware County game, and we love it when he comes back. Again, it just gives our guys a living, breathing example of
What could happen?
right.
What could come of this.
Just work your tail off. And but the thing that impresses me the most, obviously, he's super fast. He's a tremendous football player.
The cheetah.
Right. But just his willingness to give back and be involved. Again, every NFL guy has the opportunity to do that.
But
not
all of them
not
do.
all of them choose to do it, and he chooses to do it. He could do
He
all
does a
kind,
lot.
yeah, and he could do all kind of other things with his time, and he chooses to come back
And money.
right.
I'm like,
And it's not just here, he
Yeah.
does it for Atkinson County as well. So, I sure appreciate him. He's been wonderful to me. He's been wonderful to our kids and our program, and I can't thank him enough.
he is awesome. And like you said, I'm super excited to see these new uniforms.
Right.
They haven't played in them at all yet.
No.
So tonight is their debut of these new Trojan uniforms.
Yep, debut tonight.
Everybody's excited about it. I've been seeing a lot of people talking about it on Facebook, so
Right.
I'm excited to see them as well. Again, I'm excited for the gold to come back
Yes, ma'am.
like everybody else. But also, what can we expect tonight other than those awesome uniforms? What can we expect?
I think you're going to see a team that's together. I think you're going to see a team that's going to play with an edge, that's going to play with some force. I think you're going to see a team that loves each other. It's far more than just a teammate, that we have a brotherhood. And, it feels like one of my old teams, that I've had in the past, where we may not be the biggest. We've gotten faster, but we still may not be the fastest. But they're going to play their guts out. They're going to play physical. They're going to try to knock the fire out of you. We're going to execute at a high level. We're going to play really, really fast on offense. Try to snap it as many times as we can and get the ball in our playmakers' hands. I think you're going to see a team that's in tremendous shape. We haven't had a bad practice yet all year long. We practice so fast and with so much tempo, it's hard to have a bad practice, because you don't have time to play around and miss assignments and things like that. I think you're going to see a defense that's well coached and, it's going to play with a chip on their shoulder. And our special teams, we have all our snappers, holders, kickers, our return men back. I think we have great senior leadership. We've got some 3-year starters there with Anthony Paulk and Tyreek Edwards. At every level of our defense, we've got some experience back. We got Lorenzo Harvey and LG Paulk on the D-line. You got Pooh Williams, who's our leader there at Mike linebacker. And then the secondary, you've got, Anthony Paulk and Tyreek Edwards and Jaden Hancock, who started at corner as a sophomore. And I expect Jaden to have a big game. He gave up a few passes at Fitzgerald, and so I would imagine they're going to target him tonight. And it's like I've told him all week, man, that's what you want. You want that. Great players want people to come after him because it gives him an opportunity to make plays, and he's had a tremendous last 2 weeks of practice. So I expect Jaden to have a big game. And then, offensively, same thing. We've got our general back, our quarterback, Maurice Hansley, who I think is a special young man. Got Fred Brown back in the backfield. Jazavion Grant back at offensive line, and Tico Smith are both returning starters. Our two unsung heroes to me are Brady Shook and Range Robinson. They're our tight end and H-back, both of them 4.0 students, both of them strong as oxes, but just so unselfish and willing to do whatever they have to do to make our offense go. And then, Pat McCall, our little slot receiver, he's dynamite with the ball in his hands, tremendous returner, punts and kickoffs. And so I'm excited. I just really feel like this team is together, and they care about each other, and they try their best to please us as coaches and do the right things. And, our team grade point average last semester, going back to last school year, was a 3.25, which improved from a 3.19 from the first semester. So, they get their schoolwork
great on and off.
Right, and I don't get, knock on wood, I don't get a lot of emails from teachers about, misbehaving or because they know we're not going to tolerate it. We're not going to misbehave and be disrespectful, and they're the leaders of our school. When they put that jersey on, there's a requirement with that. They get great rewards from being a Trojan football player, but there's great requirements that come with that. There's a different standard. There's a different expectation, and they know that. They embrace that. They know we love them without that jersey on. We love them without that helmet on. We care far more about who they are.
You're not just building great players; you're building great
character. That's the goal, and we want to build great young men and who one day are going to be the leaders of our town and be great dads and husbands, and that's the goal. And our coaching staff, I'd be remiss if I didn't mention them. I think we have an elite coaching staff of men who understand the goal, and that's to love our young men like they're our own, and to push them to places they think they couldn't get to. And man, I love our coaches and what they stand for and why they show up every day and do what they do. So, again, I got to calm down a little bit because I wish we were kicking off here in about another hour. That's the worst part about game day. You got to wait.
The anticipation.
Yeah, I'm ready to go.
Ready to run out on that field.
Yeah, well, good thing for Trojan Nation is Coach Co don't have to tackle one guy or block one guy. Our kids get to do it, but I'm just excited. Excited for our kids. They've worked really, really hard.
You're ready to see it all come.
Yeah, and I just want
to.
Yeah, I mean, they say you normally make your most improvement between your first game, and second game, and we played against Fitzgerald a couple weeks ago, who has a tremendous football team, and who presents a different challenge to you with the style of offense they play. And man, I thought our kids played really, really physical and fast, and we faced some adversity, which was good for us. We got out to a 13-0 lead and then gave up the lead, and then our offense went right down the field and marched it and scored, and then our defense made a big stop in the fourth quarter. Then our offense got the ball back and ran the clock out. And so all the things you like to work on as a coach, we got to work on in that game. And like I told our kids, I never question how we respond to adversity because I think I know how we're built, But they answered the question, if they had any, about, hey, if we're losing in the fourth quarter or things don't go our way, are we going to pout, throw our sucker in the dirt, point fingers, or we're going to go? And they decided to do something about it collectively. And so that was really good for us,
That's that character building.
Yeah, and it's good because they know now, hey, we're never out of this thing. Just keep balling, keep believing, and our conditioning will kick in, our execution will kick in, and that's what happened. So that was good for us. Instead of going and playing somebody and beating them 50-0, you really don't know if you're any good, or we got a lot of things that we could fix from watching the film and coach on, but there's a lot of positives from that scrimmage. So I think you're going to see a well-prepared football team tonight that's ready to hit somebody other than themselves, and I'm hoping Jardine is just packed. I mean, we need to pack it out. Our kids feed off of that. I know our cheerleaders are ready to go, and Mr. Myers has the band ready to go, and it's going to be electric.
And they've sold a lot of tickets this season.
Oh, yeah.
So I expect it to be packed out.
Absolutely. That's the plan.
Well, we are so excited, and thank you so much for coming in to get us pepped up for this game. I hope everybody comes out. Don't forget, it's at Jardine Stadium tonight. Can you let them know what time to be out there?
Well, the kickoff's at 7:30, but I'd get there by about 7 o'clock. Go ahead and get your popcorn and
Find
your
you a good
drink.
seat.
Yeah, and get your good seat and bring your earbuds and and listen to Mr. Gene Wade on the pregame and let him prepare you for what's coming. And 7:30, stand up loud and tall and get that thing lit.
Get ready for them to come out. Well, thank you so much, Coach Co, for coming in and letting us know all about our Coffee Trojans for this season. We are super excited. Me and my little family will be there cheering you guys on. I can't wait to see all the progress that they have made.
Yes, ma'am.
And it is going to be super exciting. So I hope you guys come out, show your Trojan pride, a little bit of school spirit. Don't forget to wear your maroon, white, and gold.
There you go.
Don't forget about it. Bring all your little noise makers, all of your shakers. I still have mine from my senior year.
Hey,
the little can with all the little things
Yeah,
when we went to the championship game or whatever.
Yes,
I still
ma'am.
have that. It drove my family crazy because I played with it for forever. But whatever. Now my kid has it and he plays with it.
And
I'm
drives
like,
you crazy.
Yeah. So I'm like, it's full circle moment. So now I get
Yeah.
to bring it to this game. So we're super excited. So you guys don't forget to come out tonight to Jardine Stadium to support our Coffee Trojans against the Tift County Blue Devils. It is going to be one heck of a game. Like you said, there's been so many improvements, so many changes, so many things to expect and see, and so many awesome players to sit here and watch tonight.
Absolutely.
So we are super excited. Like I said, maroon and white, fight, fight, fight. Thank you, Coach Co. Thank you so much.
Thank y'all.
And we will see you tonight at Jardine Stadium.
Yes, ma'am. Go
You
Trojans.
guys keep it here for the hot hits and throwbacks. This is 93.5 Vibe FM.